Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Blueprints. Sorry, if I'm a little like sniffly. I'm very congested. It is allergy season here. I live in one of the worst places in the United States for allergies. We're consistently in the top 10 for having gross tree pollen. Just one of the worst places for pollen. And my cats were going crazy. They got the like springtime zoomies. They're bouncing off the walls, so I have the windows cracked open a little bit. It's good for them. It's distracting them. They're looking out the windows and listening and smelling, and meanwhile I'm just like in congested hell. Toolshed seems pretty good. The tomb, if we get a lot of dead ends, that could add up and enable us to buy something from the showroom or the gift shop or the bookstore or whatever. Like, that's pretty meaningful. But also, like, sledgehammer and shovel right out the gate, like, that's very good. That's very, very, very good. I like that. Now, here's hoping that we can actually make use of them throughout the day. Let's actually get some stuff to happen. I also wouldn't mind boosting my allowance. Imagine if we got up to like 50 allowance or something. That'd be cool. I mean, I'm the Baron now. Can't I just have as much money as I want? What is this? The Trophies of Mount Holly, a recognition of outstanding excellence. Full house. Yo. Full house trophy. Draft a room in each open slot. Okay, we saw this. Explorer's trophy. I went through the achievements last time, and there were only like 4 that I could see. Complete the Mount Holly directory. We're at 94 out of 110. There's 16 rooms. So it's not just the numbered rooms. Okay. Bullseye trophy solved 40 dartboard puzzles. I'm at 14. Win 40 parlor games. I'm at 22. Create all 8 workshop contractions. So there's the shovel. And then I don't know what the other one is. We can combine like keycard with something, maybe? Maybe that's just like a red herring that's appearing there. I don't know. Trophy of drafting. Win the drafting strategy sweepstakes. So I wonder if that's in one of the magazines. Unlock all 8 realm sigils. We're at 2. Solve the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. I don't even know what room 8 is. That's one of those we haven't seen yet. Reach room 46 in dare mode. Reach room 46 in curse mode. Reach room 46 in 1 day. Reach room 46 in under an hour. Buy out the entire showroom. I'm not a speedrunner, so I mean, like, if you have the knowledge when you start a new game, then it's just a matter of like you got to hunt for the right stuff. But also, you don't have the benefits of like starting with free items, the 20 extra steps, the 2 gems, etc., etc. Ace the classroom final exam, and then complete the trophy case. I wonder if I could be. I haven't actually like tried. I wonder if we can like fill out the assignments in the classrooms. At some point, we're gonna have another opportunity to like push the classroom stuff. But that's not today. Oh man, the extra rerolls. I kind of forgot about you. I guess we'll do the early den. It's kind of awkward to start with, but whatever. The dining room is particularly awkward to start with. But that does also just give us access to both corners. The lunchbox is there. I forgot about that. Okay, nursery is just like really, really, really good early, and we usually get a gem in here, which I like. Okay. There is another gem in the den. Let's go in here and grab the lunchbox, though. When you reach rank 5 today, gain 10 steps. That's very cool. Do we get the conservatory? No, but we got the solarium, which is interesting. The 2 rerolls would also be really good, and it gives us a bunch of steps. I want the rerolls. I mean, I want the gems too. I really just want the rerolls. One of these days, I'll draft the tomb, and then we'll come in here and see if this room is any different. Well, this is kind of awkward. This is incredibly awkward. Why are they all pointing the wrong way? I guess we'll do the spare room. Oh, that's a rabbit's foot? I'll do that. More likely to get items. We'll see what's on the other side of this. Probably take the parlor. That's the purse? Okay. All right, game. You lured me in here. That rabbit's foot doing good work. And the car keys. Okay, well, this is the opposite of yesterday. We have so many things. I guess we'll do the gem. I mean, I'm going to open the door. We'll do the gems to open the door, maybe go back to the den. Hopefully at some point you'll stop luring me forward and I can backtrack. The gems are not in a box with a true statement. The statement on the blue box is as true as this statement. So if this is true, then that's also true, which means you're false. If this is false, then that's true. So blue is true no matter what. Okay, interesting. Okay. The gems are not in a box with a true statement. Your true statement, you have no gems. You're either true or false. We don't know. It doesn't matter, so this has to be false. Because if this is true, and you're true, okay, hang on. No, because this has to be true. This is true, no matter what. Which means that you have to be true, so you have to be false. The gems are not in a box with a true statement, so they are in a box with a true statement. They're not in a box with a true statement. That's true. Uh-oh. They're not in a box with a true statement. Gems are not in a box with a true statement. Blue has to be true. So you also have to be true, so you have to be false. So the gems have to be in this one. That's my final answer. Oh, thank goodness. Phew. I would love to go down. I also would love to get the lab. Do I burn the reroll? Or do we just take the lab and deal with the fact that we're not going to get the full... I'm not... Like, getting the full house is going to be hard. That's just going to, like, happen by coincidence. Or I'm going to need, like, the tomb and the Geist bedroom and then just, like, a bunch of other lucky random rerolls. Or like that day with the berries. That was a good one. Give me the shrine berry picker thing. Yeah, I'll just take the lab. And the magnifying glass. That's not bad. For each bedroom you draft after your second, each time you get an apple, every time you get through a security door. Set your steps to 40, spread dirt on the driveway. I mean, I guess I'll do dirt on the driveway. Probably for each bedroom. Doesn't seem amazing, but dirt on the driveway could just be some helpful stuff. Security's pretty good. Yeah, I'll take security. Let's do this. Do the old security keycard thing. Low. Unlocked. Confirm. I do want to go back to the west side and see what we got over there. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. I could just keep going forever. Let's just go do that, though. I like backtracking. It's just something I enjoy. I like trying to keep the ranks, like, relatively even on the different hallways. Mostly I just like knowing that I have additional options if I need them. If we get any, like, little trunks, that would be fantastic. Because I have the sledgehammer. We could re-roll and hope for the conservatory. That's kind of just like a... It's a pretty big gamble. So the thing about the reading nook is if we take the reading nook, it goes up here, and we get the library. The library curves. We're going to do like that, which kind of makes the den pointless here. Let's do the pantry and maybe see if we can get a better location for the reading nook in the library. Oh, we're making interest. That's very nice. And it's still the same thing. Break room for keys, because we have no keys at all. So this gives us some sort of key-based solution to life. And it's just like, you know, more puzzles to solve towards that trophy. Okay. 18. 4 squared is 16. 18 minus 16 is 2. Squared is 4. Oh, jeez. 12 minus 11 is 1. Times 4 is 4. Squared is 16. Okay. Well, now I want to go back and make security doors more likely. I mean, like, that's an okay use of the hallway here. It just saves us a couple steps. It's not like... It's not amazing. I'd kind of rather have it further up. But I don't want to burn a reroll, so that's fine. Courtyard's nice. Courtyard is just definitely one of my favorite rooms. Yo, we got more rerolls. Like, we're really low on keys. As in, I have none. I have 0. I'm keyless. Other than that, though, I'm gonna do the walk-in closet. We get a bunch of stuff. We get a ton of gems. Oh, we got the sleeping mask. That'll help with the backtracking. Yeah, even more gems. We got a couple of keys. Oh, the t-shirt. Hell yeah. Can't do anything with you, but you exist. I have made my mark on the house. As Baron, here's my incredibly casual t-shirt that I'm putting in what was my grandmother's walk-in closet. Cool. That's funny. All right, whatever. Man, if you were pointed the other direction. Conference room, I guess, is okay. Yeah, I mean, it's fine here. I hate wasting doors for, like, three-way rooms, but this is okay, and then it helps with anything that gets spread. And there's a banana. I don't mind the old conference room banana. Commissary could be good. Workshop is usually pretty good. Oh. A lucky purse. So this is the other thing that we could make, I guess? Doubles all the money you find? Okay. Wish I'd made that earlier. But see, like... Keycard. And the sleeping mask. These seem weird. Unless they're just here for as red herrings. But, like... Okay, so, like, we get items such as... the keys... You know, the car keys, for example, which I have currently... or the combo items, right, the lucky purse, and they don't show up here as options at all. So why does sleeping mask show up here as an option? It's telling me that there's something that we can combine this with. So why did it say that there were only 8 contraptions we could make here? I don't know. There's no way to, like, see that. Oh, well. Oh, man, could you imagine if we got the vault today? And then hopefully, like, a room where we could spend our money? That would be great. I'd love to be able to spend all this money. Bedroom would be pretty useful here. Reading nook would be really useful. It gives me a key and we get the library. Hey, and the lunchbox just triggered. Oh my gosh, and we get the coupon book. Save 1 coin on each purchase you make. Okay. It's not like a percentage thing. That'd be way too powerful with like the showroom. Oh, we could do the armory. That's interesting. I'm going to do the library. I want to see the new library books. Yeah. Realm and Rune. I think that's the most important one. Volumes 4 and 5, I think, were the new ones that we got. I do want to get these as well, but I think Realm and Rune is going to be really useful. I also think that it's going to be important to combine Realm and Rune knowledge with the history book, because the history book talked about, like... Yeah, there's the lucky purse. So is this the super shovel? Is the super shovel even a thing? I think it is. I assume it is. I don't know. The History of Arindia, hopefully the unredacted version. The one that we read talks about like the weather at each of the locations. So that's probably a hint to the rays for the sigils. Although I still don't know what the layout of those rays is going to be. All right. We got 3 rerolls. Let's hope for the bookstore. That's spooky and awful. Let's hope for bookstore. Bookshop. Oh. The gallery. Oh, why are you giving me all these new rooms, game? I want the bookshop. That's also like the thing that keeps us moving on this branch. This is fine. I think I am gonna save though. Let's see if we can get $50 for. Okay, that's awkward, but that's okay. We can escape the Foundation. We can go to the Foundation. Commissary's pointed the wrong way. Yeah, I'll do the terrace. Good chunk of steps there. So worst case scenario, we can go down into the basement and take the elevator up and use the Foundation because we have the key card. So I guess we go over to security and see what we can do from there. I'm going to have to remember to save some steps for the bookstore. That's going to be pretty high priority. We do have plenty of steps, so I'm not like super worried about it, but it's just going to be a thing I need to keep an eye on. We'll get 5 steps if we do this, so don't mind if I do. Spend 2 to get 5. That seems like a pretty good trade to me. Same thing here. May as well just get all the steps now. Hey, Mr. Kitty Cat, what's up, dude? Oh no, I missed a gem somewhere. That's irritating. I guess I just take the storeroom just like to get it out of the way. Oh, the armory. Is kind of tempting. Getting the axe to make a permanent removal of gem costs would be pretty nice, actually. I don't know what room I want to do. Probably the vault. I'm leaning towards the vault. Candidates would be... The problem is, like, everything I want... everything that I want to axe is both incredibly rare and expensive. Mostly that they're incredibly rare. Vault is like a 3-coster, so that would be really good to remove, but it's a level 4 rarity. We haven't even seen the attics. That's almost certainly a level 4 rarity. I don't even know if that's going to have a gem cost. Probably. The walk-in closet has a gem cost for 4 items. So I would assume 2 or 3 gems for the attic, but I don't know. Maybe it's so rare it doesn't... It can't just not have a gem cost. 8 items, I think, is what it gives. That's a lot. But I don't know about any of the other rooms, right? Like, I feel like we have unlocked a new chunk of rooms added to the game or something for hitting room 46. I don't even know. I'd rather buy books, though, at this stage. The bookshop is, like, really annoying to get. Less so, I guess, now because we have the reading nook. But still, like, it's going to cost rerolls and stuff every time. Yeah. Maybe I don't worry about the armory so much. Let's do the observatory. I have no idea what constellation number we're at. Oh, we got a reroll? Thank you. Feel vindicated. So there's the 5, planets of the solar system. We know the names of them, or we know 2 different sets of names for them, which is interesting. We're at 13. That's pretty good. So that's a key. And that's 4-way rooms. That's pretty nice. Okay, that's decent, I think. This is kind of our only way forward right now, although we can leave and go to the Foundation. Right, this is the problem with today. And the weight room is just, like, terrible. I really don't want to spend all my gems on this, though. I think I do the weight room, and then we just leave. We don't go through it. We consider it a dead end. Oh, I lose half my steps immediately! I thought I wouldn't lose them until I came in here. I didn't read how the room works, I guess. Well, never mind. That changes everything. This is terrible. Give me bedrooms, please. Do you have turnips? Can I have several turnips? I may have just killed our entire run. A run that was going quite nicely up to that point. That was very stupid of me. I guess it's a learning experience. We have a lot of money, though. We could easily go buy a book. I'm not too concerned about that. Let's just see where you go. The drafting studio? Yeah. Passageway would be good just for the sake of having more options. I really want that drafting studio. Let's do the passageway here, though. That does give me a bunch of rooms. That kind of helps mitigate the problems we've got. The Great Hall's tempting. I'd much rather have, like, the foyer or something first. Obviously. Hey, our experiment kicked in. That's also pretty nice. I don't see any, like, items or anything in here. Okay, so the thing about the bedroom is going in and leaving it is just free. So we get 2 steps every time we go in there. So let's see if this is locked. You're not. Nice. This is much better. I'll definitely take that. I think pool is kind of tempting. The sauna's always nice. The locker room would be good. It'd stick a bunch of keys back in the conference room for us. But the rerolls off the boudoir, and the 10 extra steps, and 8 steps from the nursery, and 5 steps from the thing, and it's another experiment, so there's like more digging spots outside, and we get to try just putting Christmas on the safe. I never just tried 1225. I didn't realize that they were. See, are these rubies supposed to be rubies from the crown? Is it 8 rubies from the 8 on the crown? Is that what's going on here? All right. Whatever. Sorry, just gotta deal with this a little bit. So the boudoir was number 4. Okay, I'm trying to keep these in order. I'm not writing down like what's in these though, which maybe I should be doing. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's quote-unquote disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. So this is very much like she was with the rebels or whatever, right? The children of the Blackwater. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son, Simon, this is Dad wrote this, holy cow. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son, Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year from Daniel. Daniel. List of people. Father, my son. Let's do... Daniel. What's my last name? I'm like Simon P. Jones or something like that, so I think it's Daniel Jones. I know I have that written down somewhere, but... Okay. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just... The writing here is very slanted. The writing here is equally very slanted. The writing here seems different, not as slanted. So I'm looking at like some of the letters and stuff to see if they're like these. Like this page is basically just not italicized, and the other two were. Is the computer nerd version of what I'm seeing here. But it's bugging me. So I'm trying to look at like some of the letters that have quirks to see if they're the same. They are the same, they're just not as slanted. So I'm wondering if the last page was written at a different time or something. I'm not sure what to make of that. Okay, this could just be like a dead room. A dead room, a dead end even. That's an easy choice. That is unfortunate. Well, we got one of the vault keys. Ew, okay. I guess it's just one north of the boudoir. That's actually not too far away. We got the drafting studio still. We're gonna have a bunch of stuff to dig up out on the driveway, so that could give us some resources if I like run out of keys. The cloister's actually not even tempting. We're just gonna take it. It's free. I forgot that we got the terrace. Oh my gosh, the terrace coming in hot. And we can go back and get dinner. That'll help alleviate my steps mistake. Huh, okay. Little coinage. Dang. 2 keycard doors. That's always nice to see. So what do we want? Bedrooms would be ideal. So like if we got the master bedroom, that would be pretty sweet. Sure, I'll use my last key. Yo, the bunk room. That's even better. 8 and 5, 13 times 2, 26. We got a lot of crap. And the treasure map. Oh, let's start digging up the bedroom. Ooh. So last time we got a chest of like 8 gems or something. That was pretty cool. Same thing? Okay. I wonder if it's always the same thing. Anecdotally, the answer is yes. From the 2 that we've opened, they've been the same. Okay. 2 silver keys. 2 silver keys. That's wild. 2 gems. I can't grab like the brooms, the dusters. That's right. This was a very good get for us. This was a very, 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 very good get. Something T-shaped would be good because we could maybe still get the conservatory. The master bedroom is tempting because we get just like a billion steps, but then we also get another item of some sort. I don't know that does much for us really on its own, but could do the pool. We also have just so many gems. Come on, conservatory. Oh, 5 gems for the trophy room? But it gives 8 gems? What? We may have just found a new axe target. It's a 4-star rarity, though. Oh, this is killing me. I really want the conservatory. Like, I really, really, really want the conservatory. But this is the first time we've seen the trophy room. And it's one of the rare moments where I have so many gems. I'm gonna do it. We have to draft it and go into it before I can axe it, so I'm fine with this. You don't have like a chess piece, do you? An elephant leg stool. Okay, yeah, just a list of all the trophies again. The only one that we have in the trophy case is this bad boy right here. Yeah, no next, no previous. Oh, they're safari hats. Man, imagine if we got this to be like a more common room and also axed the cost. 8 gems is tremendous. Ah. Great Hall's very interesting. Because we have the drafting studio, we could see which ones to open. I'd still need to go get a bunch of keys. But we could get back into the antechamber. We could open that up again. I don't know if there's anything different in room 46, if we can actually get there now. I have no idea. I don't know if the antechamber's different. We have no keys, so I cannot actually do anything in that room at the moment. Alright, new stuff. Classroom, casino, dormitory. We've seen all these. Each time you enter the dormitory after drafting a drafting style room, gain 10 steps. This is... it's tempting, but also it's a dead end, which I don't really like. This would just help us get through the classroom stuff, you know? And it has like an apple every time we go in there. Casino costs 2. Dormitory costs nothing. Classroom doesn't actually cost anything because they've been axed. These small sleeping quarters, devoid of frills and distractions, are ideal for the student, scholar, or denizen of academia who wish to focus on their studies without interruption. Study and sleep, rinse and repeat. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I didn't get to see what the rarity is. Standard. Same description. Okay. So the sideways ones don't matter. So it's the north one there and the north one there that have the levers, maybe. So it'd be the 2 up by the G for Great Hall. Or one of these probably has the lever, and then this is our way forward. So 3 keys would be great. I hope you're not locked. You probably are. we have the silver key. We have 2 silver keys. I'm actually kind of okay with that. Locker room solves a lot of our key problems. If we did the Mechanarium... So I think the one door for only itself would just be the one that we could come in and out of. But I know we have more. Security is 2. The lab is 3. Did I not draft the workshop? I did. So that's 4. So you'd be a 4-way room. The 4-way room is tempting just because of all the extra options we'd get off of it. Obviously, I would love to fish for the locker room, though. I just want to take the locker room. What if we just take the locker room? Yeah, just dump a bunch of keys in the conference room, which is actually kind of annoying to get back to, but that's all right. And then, like, all of these locked lockers. They taunt me. I don't know what's in any of those. Probably just stuff. Okay, well. That's interesting as well. I think I take it just because we haven't been in there. Ugh. I want the keys. And we have a lot of bedrooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would be 8. We'd get 8 keys. Plus all the keys that are in the conference room. We already missed a room, so we can't fill everything out. Let's just do this, because then we can see what's going on in here. Oh, it's all the bells. 1 for each bedroom that we drafted. Ah. So there's only 2 more, I guess? That's interesting. Ah. Mr. Rauta. Mrs. Babbage has told me that you'll be... Hang on. Do we... People... House staff... Hartley. Hartley R. So Hartley Rauta. R... U-O-T-A. Ruata. Ruota? Mrs. Babbage has told me that you will be overseeing network maintenance over the next few weeks while I will be gone, and I apologize in advance for the extra workload. I believe I'll be back in Reddington by the middle of February, but even that is not a certainty either way. I do not anticipate there will be any major issues while I'm gone, as the difficulties we were having last month with the terminal connections seems to be resolved. If there is an emergency and you find yourself having to enter the central server site, I have set you up with a temporary admin key to allow you access to the network administrator controls. We also know that Denny Ravain had admin access. Admin key. First 4 letters of your last name. Okay. Hartley's admin key. I guess I should mention like server admin key. First 4 letters of your last name. I'm just going to take a picture of this. Let's just get a picture of this whole letter here. Then I forget where I wrote it down, but like we have Denny Ravain's admin written down somewhere in my notes. I know I wrote that down. First four letters of your last name. So it's going to be R-U-O-T, followed by the first initial, H. Ruoth. The first and fifth characters should be capitalized. Let me make sure that's capital R, U-O-T, capital H. And Danny Ravanes was Reva D, I believe. That makes sense. If you have any questions, please let me know in the next few days before my departure from Randolph. Randolph M is the lab tech. He did the freezer test. Okay. Hey, look at that. Metal detector, very nice. Hartley. I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I've always known this final letter would give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces. But I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post in service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better situated to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I've decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. Oh, that's cool. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles. And so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove you're worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had, for a time, gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager for your new residence, but I know the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, friend, Herbert. That's very nice. And then we had, in the dark room, there's a photo of a guy holding a card, and the card says the green notes in Hartley's room are lies. There are 12 major keys. That's a lie. Cool. That doesn't really mean anything to me. There's no like list of items, which I kind of wish there was. That's like a very, very minor complaint. Is that there's not like a list, like a encyclopedia of items. Even if it was just things that we'd seen, it would just be nice to have that. All right, there doesn't seem to be anything else hidden in here, so okay. Well, I'm glad we finally got that stupid room. Okay, Great Hall. So we can do the Great Hall. Let's just do the Great Hall. I kind of want to like open some of these lockers. I don't know what to expect. Like, I don't even know what would be inside any of these. Do we just open 1 or 2 willy-nilly and see what's in them? Or do I just take all the keys downstairs? There's also keys in the conference room. I know, I gotta go get those. But do we just take these down to the reservoir and just go open all those freaking chests? I don't know that we're gonna get anything else out of them. It seems like there only might have been like 2 or maybe a third prize or something. We got the one that had the 3 allowance tokens. We got the one that had the sanctum key. I can't imagine there's too much else in there. I'm not sure. I'm tempted. I wish I knew how many keys were in the conference room, but we'd have to go back to security to check that. Or get access to another terminal somewhere else. Okay. I'm at a pause for a moment there. I have a I have a very sweet little kitty cat here. He has within the past, like, I don't know, month or 6 weeks or something. He's learned how to open the bathroom door. It's just got like a little like not like a round twisty doorknob, but like a little door handle. And he has learned that he can just like stretch up on his back legs and just kind of pop the door open. He's gotten really really good at it. Usually he just when the doors close, he's not supposed to be in there. Usually he'll just kind of meow in the hallway a little bit and then pop it open and then just like lay down or come hang out, come chill, whatever. Um, he doesn't usually go in there. He just likes having the door open, or maybe he just likes the act of opening it because he can. It's a new skill that he's learned. Uh, I heard his sister in there like knocking stuff over, so I had to go intercept. Uh, Locker room also allows for vents. I don't know if I've written that down on my list of rooms that has vents. Hold, please. Why are you not? Nope. Thanks, Windows. Locker room, oh, ducts. That's why I didn't find it. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. So whenever we get to the server room, we have three possible admin. Like if we know the format for admin codes, we know Denny Ravains, we saw it. That was like in the freezer, right? Where that was written, I think. We know the temporary one for Hartley, because we just read that. We believe that Anne Babbage has admin access, so I could try and like using her credentials. Maybe even like Herbert Sinclair or something, right? Like we could maybe make a guess, but I don't know where the server room is. It's by the grotto out east or something. I've decided I do want to open a few of these. We have 3 on this side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Holy cow, that's so many. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could open these 5 that are like closest to the edge, and then have 3 keys for the Great Hall. I kind of want to go into the antechamber. I kind of want to get to room 46 again. If we're going to get to room 46 again, we have to leave and go downstairs, etc., etc. That's a lot of hullabaloo to make that happen. We also have triggered dirt on the driveway 5 times. That's a lot. There's also keys in the conference room. So I'm kind of okay squandering. Let's do the 5 keys and then maybe we'll come back and do this, or maybe I'll take the other ones down to the reservoir. Maybe we'll dig up some keys outside. I might. Oh, I should upgrade the detector to the detector shuffle. Yeah, I think I want to make the detector shovel before digging in the driveway. Increase the odds of like getting stuff. That might be good. We'll see. Let's just open a few of these willy-nilly. All right, money. Yo, I mean, like $60. I mean, we got to get back to the bookshop. If we could get up around, like 100 or 90, like that would be amazing. Where is room 46? Rumored, crossed out. Connection. The moons, I guessed? Possible, theorized locations. North of the antechamber. Below the foundation, crossed out. Full house of 45 rooms plus bunk room? Question mark? That'd be 46. That's funny. Secret door in the tomb. Doesn't exist, parentheses, red herring, leaning toward this. Grotto, circled multiple times, and then a picture of a fish for some reason. What? I mean, I guess I'll take a screenshot of it, but it doesn't seem useful. Because I've already gotten to room 46. Just add it to my miscellaneous room screenshots. Okay. We're not going to open that. We'll just do this outermost row. Empty. That sucks. Are most of these just empty? Oh, there's 17 lockers and they're mostly just empty. I hate that. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. What? Who the hell is Kirk Darren? Do we know a Kirk Darren? Have I seen that name before? I don't think I have. That doesn't seem familiar to me. People in groups, staff. There is a KD on staff. We don't know anything about them. We don't know their name. We don't know what their profession was. We don't know anything about them. So here's like what we have for staff, right? Denny Ravane, who was fired. Kimberly Thompson, the lab tech. Randolph M, lab tech. Christoph T something, who was the valet, who was, or something, he was smuggling moonshine, not sure what's going on. There's Hartley, who's maybe also the valet, or something. There's KD, no idea who that is. Ann Babbage, the head housekeeper. Robert Nogula, who was the new groundskeeper who replaced Denny after Denny got fired. And then there's Bridget. There's someone named Bridget. Bridget is the one who wrote the note to Robert Nogula saying, "Congratulations, you finally made it into the cloister," which he obviously never read because I read it and took his allowance. Oops. Huh. I wonder if these notes are static. Like, are you always in this locker forever? Or are you randomly in one of the lockers and I just stumbled across you? I don't know. The game doesn't seem to randomize that sort of thing, usually. Well, although the contents are kind of random. One of them had money in it. I don't know. I don't know what to think of any of this. Okay, just want to double check. Yeah, the two northern rooms. The middle, if we need to go this way. Oh, we might need an additional key. There are additional keys, so I'm not too worried. We have 91 steps. We're fine. It was this way, right? Yeah. This day has been fantastic. Like, so much stuff has worked out for us. It's been great. Oh, we still have another special key, don't we? Yeah, I'll just use the silver key here. Why not? I have 16 gems. You're funny, game. Okay, aquarium is fine because we don't need the down. It is a room of every color, so that triggers the bedroom. So that's just like a lot more steps. There's usually a digging spot in here. And the experiment. The experiments have been stupid. And we didn't use a key. Interesting that the central pillar that had the basement key is gone again. We can just pop in there. Yo, the broken lever. Okay. So maybe we can make the super shovel. Do I want to do that? I don't know what that's going to do. I guess we're going to do that. And I just like yellowed my way through the Great Hall with only needing to open one of those doors. The other one might still have stuff in it. I don't know. Oh, the vault. That's so much money. The freezer would also be kind of funny, but we have the bookstore. Like, we just got 80 bucks on top of the 60 whatever I already had. Metal detector going nuts. And we have a key. Oh my gosh, we have a vault key. 233. Okay. Fen Ares passport. This is stupid. We already have Fen Ares solved. I already know your freaking sigil. You're one of the two that we did. Whoa. Gray Daniels. Compromised. Why does Mom have a fake passport? We're absolutely screenshotting the hell out of this. The vault. I can't imagine there's anything... She has the swan necklace. Can't imagine there's anything that we're going to see here. Nothing like super faded or anything like that. Huh. Well, that's unexpected. What was this, 233? Let me write that down. Excuse me. Vault box 233. Mom's fake passport. We have 200 bucks. We could like almost buy out the showroom if we had the showroom, which we don't. I'm gonna go buy out the bookstore. I mean, 140 is going to the bookstore. We still have like 50 bucks left over. This is like my favorite room. I love the vault. I mean, it dumps a bunch of gems. I don't really care. Let's just re-roll. We have so many re-rolls and we only have 2 rooms left. I mean, I may as well. So if we're going to go down to the reservoir, we could open a bunch of things with the keys. That might be a good idea. That's probably fine. Bedroom closet would give us 4 items for the first time ever. Because of the aquarium. Let's do this, and then let's just reroll like mad to try to get the conservatory or like any other new room, because like the trophy room is also fine there. Alternatively, we could just reroll and try to get room number 8. I don't know what room number 8 is. We're on rank 8. I'd rather get the conservatory. What? Why is the major key just a sanctum key? What? Why is there just a sanctum key here? I was expecting those to be like difficult puzzles to get them. Huh? Are those maybe not as precious and limited as I thought they were? No, because like we got one of them from the the whole stupid clock tower puzzle. I need to like be writing down where we're getting these sanctum keys or something. I don't know what to think of this. Alright, I will happily take the conservatory. I think we just go in the antechamber as well. Right, we're at 200 gold. That's stupid. Okay, okay, okay. I saw the vault. I mean, it's a dead end, which is like a little annoying. We could axe the cost of the vault. This is, ooh. Maybe I don't want it to be commonplace, maybe just standard, but man, I don't know about you. Utility closet is still nice. It's kind of becoming less useful as I am just not needing to use some of these other rooms. We're having better options. Starting with the key card, I don't have to like shut down the security, but it's also a good backup if I don't have the key card. Yeah, that's fine. Whenever you enter this room, you'll lose one random inventory item. So I really don't want to be going in and out of you very often. But also, the game kind of implied that there's stuff that's going to be unique to this room, like actually unique. Maybe like a sanctum key. Maybe something else. And we could maybe tank this with like the Knight Shield from the armory, which I'm probably not going to have forever, but which we do have for now. Or the shelter. I'm not going to mess with the lost and found. Three is expensive, but the gold would be very... Okay, well, hang on, because the other option would be axing, or both. I mean, I guess there's nothing saying that I can't also axe the trophy room, right? Paying nothing to get 8... Paying 5 to get 8 gems, that's fine. We get 3 gems out of it, assuming we have 5 to begin with. Paying nothing to get 8 gems is really good. I'd want that to be more common, but that's another very good candidate for axing. Also, I want to get to the other safety deposit boxes. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Do I want it to be common though, instead of standard? I am gonna do common because I often don't mind having like 1 or 2 dead ends right at the very start of the run. Right? Usually like the nursery is very good. Maybe we just do standard. What are some of these? You're common. The den is common. The dining room is standard. The Geist bedroom is common. The nursery is common. The spare room is common. Yeah, the common stuff is all going to be... I don't know why I can't click on you. Huh. It's just not coming up here. That's weird. The hallway is common. The courtyard is standard. The conference room is unusual. Common, 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 common. We have so many common things. It's like all common all the way down. It's going to be rare for me to get the... to, like, not be able to make use of the vault, right? Like... Okay, let's... I guess we just leave it standard. I mean, like, $40 is going to be useful for any of the different shops. Yeah, okay. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with making it standard instead of like having to be super common. Okay. Got 200 bucks burning a hole in my pocket. Um, let's go look inside the antechamber and see what's going on in there. Right. I mean, if it's money, that's kind of irrelevant at this point. If I spend a key and get a key, that's fine. If it's just gems, I really don't care. I don't think I'm going to open that. Just kind of needed to think my way through that one. Do we need this every time? It shrank down all my stuff. Okay. I don't know if I need this every time or if... We could just go take a look. I want to get to the bookshop. Probably the workshop for the super shovel. Definitely the conference room. I think we'll probably end the day, question mark, by going into room 46 again. See if the game will let me do that. We're gonna have to go out to do the shoveling on the driveway. We can just go take the long way down and see if the basement door is locked when we do that. It'd be kind of strange if it needed to be unlocked every time, but I don't make the rules. I don't know how this stuff works. I'm curious to see how many keys we're gonna get though. 6 keys. Alright, it's not as many as I had hoped for. 4 coins somewhere still. That's unusual. Did I leave? I mean, we don't need money, so it doesn't matter. It's just like greed. But I wonder if I left coins somewhere. I must have. Oh, I wonder if it's in either the Great Hall room or like in one of the lockers. I wonder if that counts. Lab, parlor, spare room, a dining room. I never ate dinner. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. So do we get the full 20? I imagine we do. We do. So the lunchbox just gives us a free extra half dinner for not having to go as far. That's so good. Okay, there's the extra gem that I missed earlier. Which, again, completely irrelevant. Let's go see what we can do about, like, the super shovel. Oh, we want to end the day in the break room, probably. Although it's not the end of the world if we don't. Courtyard, conference room, workshop. Okay. It spreads them here instead of in the driveway. This looks so stupid. Okay, all right. I didn't even think of that. That is very funny. I don't know why you show up here. Jackhammer, huh? I mean, even if I take this and it screws up the dirt and I can't even dig or anything, then like that's probably okay. I'm tempted to see what the jackhammer does before making it, but I mean, we gotta. There's a trophy or something for making all the inventions, so hell yeah. The trophy of invention for creating all 8 contraptions in the workshop. Hell yeah. More effective than the shovel at excavation. Digs deeper and finds better items. Okay, just better stuff. It's just a better shovel. It didn't have any indication of like, oh, it can be used to like also break down walls or anything like the super hammer did. Okay. Bookstore. I'm so excited. Oh, and we saved 3 gold. Okay. I kind of don't care about the bookshop anymore. I might actually be done with the bookshop. Um... We don't have like a date or anything on that. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Well. Let's go jackhammer up a conference room, shall we? 2 gems, huh? Nothing. 2 gems again. Man, imagine if we got the freezer. If we could, like, still draft rooms. Rerolls. Oh, so just phenomenal stuff if we had anything left to do in the mansion. An old discarded wind-up key. Someone's not a fan of logic puzzles. Does that mean I can just open another one of the boxes? Like we get a redo? So many gems. Again, so many gems on a day when I am out of use for gems. I guess this is a good argument for the laundry room. Because I could spend a lot of money to turn all of my gems into keys in some ratio. We're not going to get like any keys, are we? We're just going to get gems and money. Never mind, we got a pair of old keys. Okay, 2 keys is nice. I'd love to get more keys. Don't really care for the gems anymore. Another wind-up key. We can open up all 3 boxes. Let's go do that. Just because why not? Parlor's directly behind me. It would be on the way back up to like the foundation. I guess I probably don't need to go outside, do I? I still don't know. Yeah. All of our dirt piles were after we got the conference room, so that's that. I guess we'll just take the basement down. Yeah. I mean, we knew that they were both going to be empty, but I wanted to do it anyway. I wanted to see if there's like an Easter egg or something for doing all 3 of them. Yeah, I guess we just were We're going down to the foundation. I am still hoping that the door is unlocked down there. Fingers crossed. Game teasing me. It's not. It is. It is unlocked. Okay, so we do not need to get that key every time. Good, 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 good. It is permanently unlocked now. That's very nice. We have a sanctum key, so we gotta go deal with that. I have 7 keys, though, to spend, so we may as well. Maybe we'll get lucky and just get another, like, chunk of allowance tokens or something. The box containing allowance tokens is marked by fire, which was, like... So maybe there's another one with allowance tokens? That's what I'm hoping for. Sanctum keys in a blue box. Or maybe the red notes are all liars. Or maybe the red ones in the water are all liars, or I don't know. Only one box in the reservoir has a prize. That's definitely a lie. Green memos in blue boxes are true. We can draw no conclusion from that because you're in a box. So if you're lying, then you're lying. And if you're telling the truth, then don't know. Whatever. I mean, so there's a way that you could open some of these and probably deduce where the things are, but I'm just... For thoroughness, for completion's sake, I just want to open all of them anyway. We have one more key. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we only have 4 more? That's not bad if that's the case. Red sun, blue moon, red sun. I mean, let's open the blue moon, and then we just have the 3 red suns left. And they're all the same. Okay. So I think so these are probably not going to have any prize in them. It's probably just the 3 allowance tokens that we already got, and the sanctum key that we already got. That's fine. Still want to get down here with 3 keys just to open those and be done. But there are only 3 more, so we are almost done. And then I guess we got to get the pump room. Oh. That hasn't been opened. We're missing more than 3. Okay. I think we pumped the water level up a bit? I don't know, man. But then how do we get to the boat? Do I need the boat to be over here? That, like, I got a lot of questions, but I want to see if we can get out there. I don't know. That would be a neat little goal. But we might have to just mess around with the pump several times to figure that out. Okay, I gotta figure out what to do about you. How do we... If we rotate you once... That's what we gotta do. Not rotate it once, we gotta rotate it several times. Like 8 times or something. No, we could do it from you. That's right. I forgot. I always forget that we have like that other room. I was gonna do it like that to go over there and then rotate it around again so I could do like that, but this is just like so much better if we do it this way. Because we could just go through the secret room. Yeah. That's so much easier. Okay. Okay. I still have no idea how to open the red door down there. I have no clue. It involves the Steam thing that we saw the plans for, and I don't know. The boiler room is a headache. Okay. We don't know anything beyond the shape and the color for any of these realms. We don't know anything about any of the sigils. We don't know anything about any of the clusters or the moats, whatever they're called. We don't know anything about the rays. We're probably going to need the book, like the history book, the history of Arindia. That'll at least tell us you and like you. That'll give us a hint about the rays, but maybe not how many. There's also like the Book of Sigils still. So I don't think it matters which one we open. Let's just open the next one. This is all 4 on the left open. Hooray! Well, we're not going to be able to solve either of these two. And the game developer obviously knew that like the rays was going to be the part that people were going to be stuck on, because that's the one that when you rotate this, it also changes the outer edge, so it makes brute forcing specifically the rays like a huge pain in the butt, because then you got to rotate the outer one a bunch of times and stuff too. So I think that's fairly clever, but yeah, we don't have enough to go on. Maybe if we can get more passports in the vault, maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll clear things up a bit. I also can't help but notice that these are door-shaped indentations here. You have one also, so there may still be more secrets. So do we try to get back to room 46 again? I kind of want to. Oh, it didn't give us the whole cutscene, just the brief little bit. Okay. It's like you know what you're doing. You've done this before. All right. And we still have just like so many steps still. There's nothing else to do out here. Alright. We're getting to the point where I'm having lots of, like, very specific puzzles for specific rooms that I'm needing to work towards. So, like, a good example is I want to open more of the vault doors, the safety deposit boxes, which just means that we have to get lucky and get more vault keys. Which is kind of obnoxious. The mirror room, we gotta get that, and then we gotta be able to get to all 4 sides of it. That's gonna be a pain. The library, we just gotta like draft and read those. Like, we gotta draft the library every day, because every other day we get a book and then check out, etc. So that's just going to take, like, what we buy, 3, like 6 new books or something like that. So that's going to take like 2 weeks to do all that. That's a lot. Right, we're kind of approaching the point where it feels like RNG is going to be very, very heavily influencing our ability to get anything done, or our ability to get major things done, I guess I should say. Right, like, same with getting the boiler room connected to the lab, the furnace, whatever the other one is, the laundry, the garage. Don't know if don't know if it connecting to the laundry is just going to be like, hey, you can have free laundry for the day, or here's some sort of like allowance increase or something, or if it's going to be like, hey, here's a secret for one of the red letters, or here's how you get to the grotto in the east with the servers, or like, I don't know. I have no idea. We won't know until we get that to line up. But getting the boiler room ever at all is a huge pain in the ass. It just doesn't want to show up. Getting it connected to rooms that have ducts is, like, incredibly difficult. I'm kind of sad that we have so much money and nothing to spend it on, but at the same time, we only got all that money because of the lucky purse and then the vault at the end. So that's fine. That was a remarkable combo. We don't have the coat check, so I don't have to worry about that. Could go end in the break room for the free key card for tomorrow. That's pretty tempting. I'm probably going to do that if it doesn't, like, auto end the day when we go into room 46 again, like what happened yesterday. This I don't know. Can I explore the room? It let me in the room this time. There's another sanctum key. Why do you do this? They all say 1:30. That's me. That's Jones. Oh, my new coat of arms. This is the swan from my mother. You know what? I wonder if my mother's coat of arms is a mix of her, like her father and her mother or something like that, like the spades. Because this is a mix of Herbert Sinclair's, like, entire coat of arms just on one side, and then this side is the Jones, which is music. That's interesting. Yeah, Sinclair is just the holly. Who are you? Is that Simon? I think that's my grandfather. Ah. I can't, like, interact with those. Epson. Is that Clara? It must be. You're not stopped at 1:30. You're accurate. You're telling time. Okay. Eight realms in 8 months. Oh, this is what the sanctum is for. I don't know if it's gonna last. Where was I writing this down? This is interesting because I think Orinda Ares was first, and I think Fen Ares is last. And I think they're the same realm? Those are the only two that we've done. Did I get the magnifying glass today? I did. I want to go back and get that stamp in the entrance hall. Oh, jeez. Hey, okay. All right, we're gonna screenshot this. I guess I'll do room screenshots, add a new page, room 46. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm adding pages. I'm bad at typing and talking at the same time. We're not adding pages, adding. I'm setting up a table. Third, fourth, fifth. Don't know why there's an L in there. I don't know how to type. Sixth, seventh, eighth. Okay. First key found here on the furthest rank, so that's room 46. And this is, we have it, we're done. Good, got it. The second locked tight in the vault of a bank. Which is, I think, the one that we just got. No, the one that we, no. Okay. We have not gotten the one in the vault. We've only opened one of the safe deposit boxes in there. And it gave us money and a passport, but no sanctum key. Good to know. Okay. So we need to get the second still. First key found here on the furthest rank. The second locked tight in the vault of a bank. The third is high up among all the clocks. The fourth down below beneath all the docks. The fifth key is held by a king on his throne. The sixth in a station left by one of your own. The seventh is major if you draft it quite late. The last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. What does that mean? Okay, I'm marking off the ones that we've got. Because we're now, we just got a fifth. Or I'm about to pick up a fifth. I don't know if I picked it up before I read this. Clock. Tower. Check. Fourth down below beneath all the docks reservoir. Got it. The fifth is held by a king on his throne. Held by a king on his throne. Don't know what that means. First reference we've seen to a king in a very long time. Usually it's all about like princes. Like me. The blue prince and or the red prince. The sixth in a station left by one of your own. The seventh is major if you draft it quite late, so that's the music room. And the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. Oh, I wonder if the last door of 8 is the Mechanarium. If we opened all, because there were 4 Mechanarium doors that go to like the 4 corners, right? The 4 rooms that you can go to. But then there were 4 in the corners of that had stuff in them. So I bet you that's in the last door of 8, the Mechanarium. So I'm going to indicate Mechanarium ? Because the 6th in a station left by one of your own. What does left by one of your own mean? I would assume like my parents or something. My father in a station. I mean, we saw the great Alzara showed me waiting at a train station or something like that. So that seems like that might be related. So those are the 3 we're missing. 1 in the vault, 1 held by a king on his throne, 1 in a station left by one of your own. That makes more sense than anything else. So I'm going to cross off the Mechanarium one. Like that is correct, Mechanarium. The Mechanarium can't be anything else. There's nothing else that makes sense for that. So I feel confident with that. There's also another Sanctum key. Well, we're going back down in just a second. Room? Oh, I picked up the crown. The crown of the blueprints. The former... Oh. The former ruby crown of Orinda Ares, recently set with freshly cut sapphires. Why the hell does my granduncle have this? He has the crown that was stolen, and he repurposed it with sapphires. Why? What? The first time you draw a red room while drafting, you may just remove it from today's draft pool. If you do, gain a gem and redraw the floor plans. That's very powerful. I assume that I don't get to keep you, and you leave my inventory at the end of the day. Like everything else in my inventory. So we're going to want to get to this room early-ish. Or start with the crown somehow? Marigold? What? That... Marion. That's Marion Marigold. That's my mother's. Jones is my father, so it's my mother's combined with my father's, right? So this is... This is Lady Epson and the Sinclairs. Right, that's Sinclair, we know that. And that's Epson, we know that. So is there like a bust of my mother that I need to get somewhere and put here? Oh, I can't eat that apple. Ooh. The secret room is not as secure as you thought. We have your letters. 8 letters, 8 payments, 100 gold, instructions to follow. Is that Denny Ravane who left that? Did I just get robbed? Do I need to go out to the entrance room? Can I go out to the east side of the house now? Nope, still can't see anything about this room. Okay. I mean, we gotta go spend the Sanctum key, right? We gotta go open another one of those. I do also want to go check the entrance hall. Our day did not immediately end here, so that's good to know. I wonder if there's some equivalent to a throne here, and I need the crown. My first and like most sarcastic thought is the throne in the lavatory. But a king on his throne is probably should have a more royal interpretation given some of the subject matter of the game. Me getting the crown and then sitting down to take a poop in the lavatory seems a little silly for getting a Sanctum key. What that is just kind of a funny thought that crossed my mind. Okay. Back we go. Hello again. All of you. Hello. I'm back. Are you... You're still pointed in the correct direction. Hell yeah. Okay. So we got 5 of these open. We gotta figure out all these other sigils. I'm not... I mean... Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna piece all this stuff together. Probably clues in a bunch of the books. We found the one sigil that was like cracked. We found like a piece of it in the clock tower. So maybe more... There might be something in like some of the later classrooms. There might be more broken pieces in some of the other rooms. There's other stuff that we could add via the drafting room. There's rooms we still just haven't been in. I don't know what the hell's going on with the room number 8. There's a trophy for doing room number 8 on the 8th rank. Haven't even seen that room. There's a lot. There's a lot here. I don't know which one I'm just opening. The heart. This is the C one. Sigils. Politics. Sigils? Oh, region history. I moved it to its own tab. That's right. Do we not have a name for this one? Kararika. Orange. So you're Kararika, you're orange. But also you have, like, we've seen a couple times, like, the 5 hearts that are, like, different shades of green. So I don't know how to interpret that. I want to just pop in and see if there's anything else going on here. I'm sure there's not, but... Nice to confirm. Okay. Cool. So there's only 3 more. The vault, which we just made more common, so hopefully that actually happens. That's good. The king and his throne. I wonder if, like, if you're going to be a station, if this leads to the train station or something. I still feel like this stuff is like trying to spell something out. I don't know what that would be trying to say, though, if that even is a thing. It's probably just a red herring. Doesn't matter. Okay. Is there anything on you? No. We're just gonna take the boring old way back. Tempted to move you out of the way, but I also kind of just don't care. We're not gonna have like another secret spot that we could dig or anything. No. Steam line to boiler. The high pressure condenser. I don't think we know where this is. Remote power box. That's number 14. It seems to just be a light. I don't know. What do you say about the HPC thing? Just the boiler made life a lot easier. So what's down there? There's like the chess puzzle. We can get back to the room with the sigil. There's not really anything particularly interesting or relevant down there. We have a bunch of steps. I want to go take a look at the tent and see if anything has changed. Probably not. I wonder what the blue tent gets for us. How do we get you? You're still closed. No. Nothing has changed here. That's kind of a bummer. I don't think there's anything super useful up there. Not expecting anything to be different in the gem mines. Maybe the gate doesn't open. Maybe we can't go out that way. Maybe like this is the grotto or the server room. Like power is connecting to whatever this is. So that might be like the server room. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We can at least do this, though. Nuance 10. They got dirigibles, and they're green. It's a very green stamp. Is Nuance associated with green? Could be. Green or pink. Parentheses. Oops. Parentheses. Green stamp. Close parentheses. Nuance and Vera, we don't know the colors for. One's pink and one's green. That's kind of all we got. Okay. I mean, we're at the 2-hour mark. There's not really anything left to do. I may as well just end in the break room so that we get the card key to start with tomorrow. That'll save me if I am bad at drafting. Oh, it's just a big circle, so it doesn't matter which way we go. That'll save me if I'm bad at drafting. Yeah, H.S. Sinclair and Ann Babbage are the only two on the estate with network admin access. We know that Denny Ravane had it, and we know the red cards are a lie. We know that Hartley was given temporary access. I don't know why that took a while for my brain to do that. KD, and we saw the card that said that KD is had a name. Locker room. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. I don't know who Kirk Darren is. Maybe that's not Kirk Darren because it's a pseudonym? I don't know what to make of that. Crown of the Blueprints, huh? No more keys. There's only like 4-ish, 5-ish. There's only like a handful more things to open downstairs. Our allowance went up a little bit today. That's pretty good. Let's call it a day. Phew. Yeah, we're getting more and more tools to help mitigate bad RNG. You know, rooms that have rerolls, the ability to start with extra items and things, carry things over. Extra steps for moving around. Just like more and better rooms. Tweaking the rarities of things. But still, I feel like all of my goals for the near term are all going to be very heavily RNG dependent, you know? Still, there's a lot of stuff, so it feels good that even though I'm not necessarily making progress on exactly the thing that I want to make progress on the most, it feels like we're always making some progress, which I really like about this game. I'm sure that'll dry up at some point as we keep going, but it feels pretty good for now. Yeah, with that, I'm done. Thanks for watching, everyone. May the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.